Okay, Mission 6, Snowblind of Battlefield Bad Company 2 on the hard difficulty. Once you get to the crash site, you have to defend the satellite from a whole wave of soldiers because they're trying to blow it up, so you can't before you can get the intel from it. So first wave of guys are on the left hand side here, and there's a bunch of soldiers on the ground, but then there's also a whole lot of RPG guys on the roofs, and they are really the ones you need to pay attention more, because I'm not sure how many shots it takes, but if they hit the satellite with enough rockets, it will blow it up and end the mission for you. So kind of keep an eye on the soldiers on the ground, but also keep an eye out on the buildings for any RPG guys that show up. And once you pretty much clear out all the guys on this left hand side, the next wave will show up on the right hand side, and I found running up to this point it's a pretty good cover point, and also it really you get a better shot on some soldiers. And there's also more than a couple RPG guys will show up on these two buildings, so you can get a pretty clear shot in on them. And I'm not doing it right now, but there are a lot more guys on this lower level that I wasn't paying attention to. And I think at least one RPG guy shows up on that lower section, and he managed to get a shot on the satellite. So kind of pay attention to the upper and lower sections here, and once this helicopter shows up, takes 2 shots to blow up the helicopter, and hopefully you can get it on the first 2 shots, because the first time that helicopter showed up, I was missing badly and it blew up the satellite, and there's no checkpoint from that first wave of soldiers until that point, so I had to redo that whole section a second time. And after a little cutscene, you somehow get separated from the rest of your squad, and you're pretty much just getting down this mountain. And the one hitch is that essentially a storm is coming through, so you need to get to the houses and keep yourself warm, otherwise you will freeze to death. So a lot of moving house to house and dealing with soldiers at the same time. So I want to say not really any strategy to this point, but it's really just moving house to house and making sure you don't get jumped by any soldiers. See, I'm almost dead here, and I'm like, where the hell is the door? Ah, thank you. And thankfully, through this whole section, there are a good amount of checkpoints when you get to certain locations, so it won't be that much of a hassle. And I'm getting shot in the back here, and I'll be back with part 2.